Well, the Newfoundland and Labrador Folk Festival has been a concert mainstay here in Bannerman Park for the past 47 years. But this year, some major changes are coming, and it's causing a bit of blowback with some concert goers. Joining me now is Executive Director Julia Vogt. So, first of all, tell us what these changes are.
There are a lot of them. Where do I begin? We knew two things after last year. After last year, when the festival itself lost $176,000, $99,000 after sponsorships, we can't sustain it. For as much as we all love it, and we do, we can't keep going like this with the prices of what we have to do in this park going up, skyrocketing. We had to make some changes to stay alive.
It's a lot of money. What was the cause of that much of a loss?
It was a dual effect, increased expenses that we just absorbed because ticket prices remain the same. We knew people were hurting. But the main reason is lack of attendance. We only had at the most 1,358 people in a park that will hold 4,000. There was so much green space in here. We can't sustain this. We just can't.
So how do you make more money?
We have bigger acts. So back in 2000, they did a study, and that study showed that in order to get more people to the park, you have to bring in bigger acts that people know and want to come and see.
There's another change that's happening in terms of the 19 plus. Explain how that's going to work this year.
That is going to work. Normally, we are standing in the beer garden area, which was over here, and the sound was awful. You really couldn't see anything because everybody was fenced in over here. And the alcohol sales, whether we like it or not, and Bob Hallett pointed this out on CBC Weekend Show, that we have to rely on that somewhat to help defray the enormous expenses. If we didn't have that, I don't know where we would be. So we looked at surveys, we looked at feedback, and the feedback number one was the programming. And so we flipped the way we did that, and you know one of them, and I'm going to give you a scoop at the end of this, is to release another name. And number two was the beer garden problem. So let's get off the hamster wheel, try something new. We don't make the liquor regulations, as everyone knows. So the over 19 area, or under 19 area is going to be over, can you see that section? And there's a nice grassy section for the kids to dance over there. The view is good. We checked out all of this. I think we came to the park 3 or 4 times to check views and things. And then this entire area is going to be licensed to that pathway over there.
So is it the parents of kids who are having a negative reaction to this news because they feel like they can't take their kids to the show anymore?
It is there for sure. It's musicians who remember back in the day when we didn't even have a stage. It was just a lower stage where the kids could actually come right up. They can't even do that anymore anyway due to safety regulations. We have those metal things, and that's where we're going to have big screens this year on either side, so that even if you're way back by Military Road, you'll be able to see Emmylou. But over there is where the kids are going to be instead of right in front of the stage. And I think, nostalgia is a wonderful thing, but if you look at it and stare too long, that's when you're not looking at the macro view. And the bottom line of it is the attendance has been falling. I think there's a solution out there.
And what is that solution?
That maybe we could be a beta test site like other festivals and other communities who have very stringent liquor laws. Understandably, nobody wants, brouhaha to happen with children around. Nobody wants that. But in Edmonton, let's take, for example, they did a beta test where they did the wristband system, the non-tamperable wristbands. Yellow, you can. No wristband, you can't. Families are milling about. Children are roaming freely throughout the entire park. Everyone's happy. Families sitting together and drinking responsibly if they choose or not.
All right, so tell us, what is this scoop? Who's coming?
Here's the scoop. So the direct support for the Ennis sisters on Sunday night is De Temps en Temps, who is an amazing rockin' band, and I can't wait to hear them. I'm so looking forward to this whole thing. So I do hope we can speak civilly and keep discussing as the details emerge. And if you want to have your voice heard, please become a member and come to our annual general meeting on April 23rd. We have a whole presentation ready.
All right, Julie Vogt, thank you so much for this.
So
Really
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're so welcome anytime. Hello, Bannerman. We're back. It's kind of scary. And cold. And cold.